Hi, my name is Catherine Whaley. I'm a third year at SAIC and I study art and technology, and I'm also in the film, video, new media, and animation department, which is quite a mouthful. But at the Glasgow School of Art, where I just came back from studying for 3 months, I was studying in their digital culture department. During my study abroad, I had a lot of different experiences, and you probably will too. Met new people, ate new food, did a lot of new things, Where else are you going to try haggis with Scotland? But when you're there, you really only have limited time at your exchange institution. So my advice to you is to get out and go. On my study abroad, I learned really quickly that a lot of the students there are locals, and thus they've done a lot of the local attractions. They've gone to the museums, they've visited all the natural history sites, and they're not really interested in doing that. It's kind of like Chicago. You don't really go visit the Bean every day. I don't do it. Maybe one of you does, but so they're not really interested in that. And there are other international students, but at least where I was, most of them weren't on exchange. That means they're going to be there for 4 years, and thus it wasn't really urgent for them to go see these things, even if they hadn't seen them. It wasn't really on their to-do list. So I figured out that, just go, just have a good time, and that was the best way to see things for me. Don't worry about it, and you've only got a few months, so you might as well get out there and do these things while you can, because I don't know about you, but I'm from a family that doesn't travel very often. I've never been to the UK, I've never even been to Europe, I'd never been anywhere on another continent really before, so, it was my chance, and I don't know if I'm going to get that chance again in my life realistically, although I'd love to, but, so I wanted to see it while I was there and while I could. I was fortunate that the school that I went to, the Glasgow School of Art, has a week off in November. It's like a fall break. And basically what they want you to do during that time is to either travel or do a bunch of reading or kind of try to better yourself. So I decided to go travel because, why not? And I went and I saw Liverpool for a couple days, and then I went to London. And it was absolutely fantastic. I did it myself again because, a lot of my friends were from the UK and it's not that big of an area, so they've been there before. And, it's kind of expensive, so they didn't want to really do it again. And, but I got to see the Big Ben, I got to go to the Cavern Club, I got to do all these different things, and, I would have never gotten to do that had I not gone alone. I stayed in hostels, they were really nice actually, and I met new people in the hostels that I went out and did activities with, so I wasn't really alone, even though I was kind of traveling from place to place alone. Traveling by yourself does actually have some advantages too. For one, you can see only the things that you want to see. So you don't have to be like, oh, what do you want to do? Well, what do you want to do? Maybe that's an advantage, not for you, but it's definitely an advantage for me. It's also way cheaper. You can do a lot more things and not break the bank. And third, you can do things more last minute. So I wanted to go to the West End and see Phantom of the Opera. The night before the show, I booked a ticket, and I got in a really good seat in a really good section, but I would never have been able to do that had I been in a group, even just like a couple. And so it's really, really nice. Also, you don't have to wait for people. So you don't have to wait for people to get up in the morning. You don't have to wait for people to decide what they want to do. So it really is liberating. You can see a lot more in a few days. That isn't to say you shouldn't take safety in mind. I mean, I'm a single woman traveler, so I did have to do that. I don't go out late at night when I travel alone unless I'm with people that I trust. And I don't drink really at all, really. And when I travel, I keep my valuables with me at all times when I'm in a hostel because people might steal them. And I never take anything super expensive along when I'm traveling. So no, really expensive devices, stuff that I could stand to lose. I don't take my laptop, I don't take my camera, I just take a phone, basically. If you're going to a country that allows you to have pepper spray, mace, a knife for self-defense, you might want to consider doing that. The UK, that's illegal, so I didn't do it. But if you're going to another country where that's okay, check the laws, and I would recommend it. But, following these simple guidelines, I was able to stay safe and not have any problems. That's what you gotta do. You gotta use common sense like you would in Chicago or anywhere really. As long as you take safety measures and again, use that common sense, I would say get out and go. It's gonna sound really corny, but this is possibly a one-off opportunity for you, a once-in-a-lifetime thing. So, enjoy it while you can. Take advantage, and by all means, have fun. See ya!